Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about what I think makes someone a baddie with no baggage, right? So I don't want anyone to get offended. This is just what I think makes someone a baddie with no baggage. And obviously, like no brainer, we all have baggage, right? But there's levels to this. Just like there's levels to the demons, there's levels to someone being a baddie. There's just levels to this. So I'm just gonna go over my 5 quick things that I would deem someone being a baddie with no baggage. And here we go. First one, you don't show up angry every day, okay? Now this could be at work. This could be around your family. This could be in your best friend circle. Like there's just something about when a person, male or female, is always angry. Do you understand that makes no one want to talk to you? That makes nobody wants to be around you. Like, why are you so mad? And if you are that mad, what are you going to do about it? Like, are you just going to make the people around you suffer? Like, I understand there's times and seasons in our life where we are angry about what's going on, but you taking it out on everybody around you, there's something wrong with you. Like, I can understand maybe there's a bad moment, a bad season, but a bad every day, like for years on end. Like, I can't tell you how many girls, but one specifically stands out in my mind. She was just so angry, like nobody wanted to talk to her. And the thing is, what I've noticed, when you are an angry person, like people like on purpose try to be kind to you because they don't want to piss you off even more. So when you notice people are being kind to you and you always are just an angry person, you have to take that to the Lord, okay? Like, you got to get some counseling, because what is the point? Like, you can wake up on the bad side of the bed, but every day, like, get your stuff together. And I'm not trying to be hard on someone that's going through something. And I have had angry times in my life. I've had times where I felt like I could not see the end or the light through the tunnel, but I didn't take that out on others. And even if let's say I did take it out on others, like, we are talking about it. There's never a point in my life where I feel like I can't talk about something when I'm going through it. Or if I feel like I can't talk about it with you, it's because you're not the one to talk about it with, right? But I'm not taking my anger out on everybody else. Number 2, you constantly complain. Like, it could be good or it could be bad things going on in your life. You got something negative to say. Like, what is going on? How come you can't ever be happy? Okay, like, how come you can't ever be happy? And so here's the thing, like, when I used to work in the Air Force, I've always been like a popular person, someone that has a nice personality. People would always want to come to my office or my desk and come talk to me. Strangers would come talk to me. And that's how maybe because I had like an inviting spirit or something like that, but I would always make friends with the weirdest people, or people that I would have never ever thought that I would ever talk to, because they would always come by my desk or see me with a smile on my face or whatever. And it was these 2 women that would come by my desk almost daily, separate times, just to complain about, and I'm like a listening ear. I'm somebody you can talk to, but like to complain about the people that they work for, the people that they work with, the people that work for them. Or either sometimes I would listen out so much that they would give me advice, or I would give them advice, right? So I'm thinking, well, maybe they're coming to me because they see that I have it all together, or it looks like I have it all together. I'm well liked. Maybe you can pick up some things from me, right? So that's how I always view it when someone is coming to me. But when I notice that you are consistently complaining, no matter what I say, no matter what type of example I give you, or assurance, or I don't know, like some type of direction I tell you to go in, and you don't go in that direction, you just come to complain, that's when I shut down. Okay? That's when it's in one ear and out the other. And then I just feel like you are a dark cloud. Like, nobody wants to be around a dark cloud. And that is how people isolate themselves. Like, this is how you know you're not a baddie, if you continuously isolate yourself in this manner. Now, here's the thing. I am antisocial, okay? I think I'm just one of those people who are social extrovert, right? But like, I am pretty nice, but at the same time, like, I like to stick to myself. So, and I just forgot my train of thought. But either way, like, there's no reason to be negative about everything, right? Like, there are some good things going in your life. And if you admit it, you can see the silver lining in some negative things. And if you admit it, you can see the good in the good things. And don't think that because someone's being good to you, that they're trying to do something and be like manipulative. Like not everybody's trying to like stab you in your chest. You know, like you got to change your frame of thinking, like 100%. All right, so here's some tangibles that I think a lot of people would be able to relate to if they can't relate to the first two topics. You pay your bills on time. Okay, this is something that I pride myself on. And let me tell you, let me give you this caveat. Like if you're the type of person who is making it work, you are paying your people that you owe money to as much as you can. It doesn't mean that you're paying it off. That's still, to me, paying your bills on time. You have a financial plan for yourself, how to get out of debt, or how to make more money, or how to save more money. That's a baddie to me with no baggage. Like you can have debt in the back, but you're trying to pay that off. You're doing a good thing instead of just letting that baggage sit there, that debt sit there. I know people who will just like, you know what? I got $60,000 in debt. I'm just gonna let it sit there because who gonna check me, boo? And it's just like everything ties to everything. Like if you have debt that you're not willing to pay off, whether it's student loans, and I think those are okay, even like that, and medical bills, because when you go to apply for a place to live, they always say student debt and medical bills is not considered debt. Okay, cool, whatever. But if you have something that's in your name and your social security number, you're not trying to pay it off, like a credit card, what are you doing? Because that's going to tie to your credit score, right? And you can see it on your credit report, but like everything is everything. Even if it takes you 7 years to pay something off, still do it. Don't think that it's so insurmountable that you're not going to see the end of it, because we're trying to be baddies around here with no baggage, right? And obviously you can have good debt. You can have a home, you can have a car, but eventually we would like to pay off at least a car. We may not ever pay off that home, but at least we have something that we know that is good, tangible debt that we have and that we can pay off on. And if you don't have that good debt, as long as you're trying to make payments on it, you still a baddie with no baggage, okay? Trust that. Whew, okay, you found your niche in your career, right? You're actually happy with what you do, whether that's something that required like an education or something that required a whole bunch of training, but you found your niche. You found what you actually like want to help people out with. Like you found something that actually when you wake up in the morning, like I get to go to this job. Like everybody don't get that. Some people work years for education and they finally get the job and they hate it, okay? Some people get the job and then they go to a certain work center or a certain location and they hope for the best and it end up turning out for the worst. These are things that's out of our control. But what we can control is how we deal with it. Are we complaining? Are we waking up negative every day? Are we like angry every day? Okay, like, and I can talk about this because I know what it's like to be angry. Jesus. And I just sit back and think like, damn, girl, you was angry, but I don't want to be that way no more, right? And there's no reason to take that out on nobody else, especially when they weren't responsible for it. And there's times people can make you angry and they're just like a negative person or beyond this age. Let them be that. Just understand they ain't a baddie with no baggage. They got all the baggage and they're trying to pour it on you. Go kick rocks, okay? So anyways, you found your niche. And I think this is a blessing when you can find something that you actually want to wake up for outside of your family or a man or a woman or a child or a dog or whatever, or an event. Like you found what works for you when it comes to making you money. That's like finding your purpose actually. So I'm happy for you if you have. And guess what? That makes you a baddie with no baggage, okay? And then last, I like this one a lot because I just like it. So you found your signature look, whether that is something that you are going to stick with, you are known for, or either you're known for always changing your look, but you know what works for you. Now, we all have come across these people who they thought they was a baddie and the look wasn't hitting. Or either they try to put a look together, but they missed the mark. We've seen a lot of that, right? I'm I'm not saying I'm the baddest on the earth, but I know what works for me. I know what works for my hair texture. I know it works for my skin tone. I know it works for my teeth. I know it works for my education. I know it works for my face, like my brow type. And that's because I had to go through trial and error. I had to find the right colors for me. I had to find the right brands for me, the right brands that fit like my butt, okay? The right brands that fit like my thick thighs or my waist, like my boobies. Like you have to experiment. And I realized, and I ran across people who are afraid to experiment. There's people who are afraid to go into the shopping mall. And the thing is, I haven't been in the mall in a minute. You don't have to go to the mall. Like you can do like the silent shopping online or with Amazon. Or even like my favorite places to go to, Burlington, Ross, Target, Marshalls, Home Goods. Like you find what works for you. And I said Home Goods because I like to decorate too. And I found what worked for my home as well, right? So you put yourself out there to see like what is working on your body type, on your skin tone. And you found your signature look. Like for me, I like to change my hair up because I don't want to say I get bored with styles, but I just like to see how certain styles look on me. And I like changing the colors, and I like changing like, you know, wig, braids, weave, whatever. I'm that girl. Like I'm not just gonna be stuck with one hairstyle because that's not what I want to do, okay? And if that's for you, that's for you. No hating, no shade over here, but you found your signature look. I think these top 5 things make you a baddie. Now, I could have went into the shade and said, oh, somebody's a baddie if they don't have any kids, or they have 0 debt, or they got like the top of the line cars. Okay, yeah, a lot of people consider that stuff to not be baggage. A lot of people do consider kids be baggage, which I don't understand why. Like kids were made hopefully out of love, and it just because that relationship didn't work out, whether it was a divorce or just a relationship not working out, that don't mean that the kid is the baggage. Now, I understand how people are like, I'm the single person with all the money and no kids. I'm the one that you should be coming after for, or either why should I have to accept somebody with kids? But the thing is, it's up to you to accept whatever you want to accept. Like me, I'm dating a man with kids. I almost would prefer a man with children or a man that has been divorced. It's just like me. Like I want somebody with life experience. And I also understand, no shade, when you are a single person who requires somebody to have no kids too, you know, but that's not my bag. My bag is somebody that has fell on their face and picked themselves back up and they made it through it. Like they found drama and they jumped over it and landed on their feet every time. That's the type of person I'm looking for. So anyways, to me, that's a baddie with no baggage, whether you're a man or a female. Okay, know that. But anyways, so these were my 5 top reasons or examples of why, you know, how you know you a baddie with no baggage. Like this is stuff that I think everybody could accomplish. And like I said, you can work on being negative. You can work on seeing the good in things. You can work on actually not complaining every day. You can work on not waking up on the wrong side of the bed. And just like for one example, like I was in a few situations where I did not want to go to work, but I had to because I was in the military and you gonna show up, right? And I would have to sit in my car and pray. Sometimes I would actually go before anyone else got to work and I would pray over my whole work center. I'd walk through it. I'd bless the doorway. Like even though I know demons was walking right through it at 7:30 in the morning, I still blessed it. Or either I would go in the bathroom before I would go to my office and I would look in the mirror and be like, you got this. You pretty, you beautiful. That's why they're hating on you, because they can't stop your shine. Like you got to do that positive self-talk. Like that's something that will get you through everything. I promise you. But anyways, that's how you know you a baddie with no baggage. Even though, you know, we all have baggage, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so let me know what you think and I'll see you later.